Hey guys, welcome to another audition vlog. This is a gorgeous background. I arrived yesterday, as you saw already, and today I have 2 auditions, not 1, 2. It's freezing. As I was saying, I just finished the first audition for Norwegian Cruise Lines, and it was pretty quick. In like 40 minutes we were in and out. Maybe this is too noisy to do this. Okay, this is future Nefeli, just coming in to tell you about the audition. This is actually the 3rd time I'm auditioning for Norwegian. The first time was an online audition. They told me it was just the not now, which means they didn't have any teams to match me back then, but there was a possibility in the future. And then I did the live in-person audition last year about the same time, where I was kept until the end, until the final round. That's in a previous vlog, by the way. And they basically tell you, we might offer you a position in the next year. If we don't, come back for another live audition. So this time they told us they were looking for something very specific. And when it's like that, you just have to fit the description that they want. At the beginning, they told us that it was almost like a recall because they've seen our reels. They chose us to be there. It was an invitation-only audition, which means they have to invite you to attend. It's not open to everyone. So it was just a matter of finding specifically what they were looking for. Yeah, so unfortunately, I wasn't that this time. But it was a great audition. The choreo was jazz, and there was a lot of technique in it. Kicks and lips and turns and this kind of stuff. It started with poses and walks, by the way. I'm saying this to all of my students, if you're watching. Walks are very important, as I say all the time. In my time slot, we were about 20 people. 16 were girls and 4 were boys, and they basically kept 2 girls and 2 boys. Like, the percentage is just, girls are always way more than the guys. And those who they kept went on to do a second round a few hours later, where they learned a different choreo, and then I think they filmed them so that the rest of the casting team can see them, which is what happened with me last year, basically. I really wanted to book Norwegian for some reason, and I don't know if that's happening. I mean, it's the 3rd time. I know I did my best, so all good. As long as you do the best that you can on that specific day, you're good. By the way, I have a cruise ship agent, so he's the one who's doing all the emailing and communication with the cruise line companies for me to then go and audition. You can do it without. I'm just choosing to have an agent for this specific kind of job. Okay, now back to the rest of the video, to the second audition. This is for a show called Frankie Goes to Bollywood, and I sent in my material through mail, and they invited me to go to the audition. My time slot was at 2:30, and because I had the other audition in the morning, I was worried I wasn't gonna make it to the second one, but thankfully I did. I think it lasted for about an hour. In my group, we were about 15 people, and it was a little bit of Bollywood, a little bit of technique, and a little bit of commercial kind of choreo. It was so enjoyable. Like, we were cheering each other on at the end when they were filming us in smaller groups, and it was a very nice vibe. Yeah, so they basically taught us the routine. We practiced it a little bit, and then we filmed it in small groups, and they said they're gonna let us know either it's a yes or it's a no, which is really good and appreciated. That was it for today. I'm flying back very early tomorrow morning. I'll be in Cyprus for a couple of days, and then I'm flying back in London on Monday, which is when I'm gonna keep filming this. to bring you with me to the rest of my auditions, because I have quite a few this month actually. But I'm really satisfied about today. I did my best at both the auditions. The environment was great at both auditions. So overall, really good. Doesn't matter if you get cut. It might be a no right now and then a yes at some point in the future if you keep training and go audition again. Or it could be that you were just not a match for what they were looking for. Every audition is so different. So never give up. Now I need to go take a shower.
Toggle. There is a malformation or deflation.
Yes, I had all 3 seats to myself on both of those flights. Pretty lucky. This is our Airbnb, little room tour.
Good morning!
Okay, we've got Lydia back on the vlog.
Yeah!
And it's actually the first time I'm traveling with someone to go and take auditions. Do auditions.
Yeah, we're
working.
in London, baby. Oh
Yes.
wait, did they already know that, maybe?
Probably be in the title. So we're going to our first one right now. It's a piano audition, and this is an open call, so we are expecting to be there for a few hours. But if everything is organized, then we'll have a time slot as soon as we sign up.
Let's
Yeah.
fucking hope. You're fucked, vlog. sorry. We will be here for the rest of the day. And that's all I can say.
There are so many people. The queue literally goes around the block. And yeah,
We even came.
we came
People
almost
slept
an
here.
hour earlier. Oh my god, yeah, they camped here. Something, the first people. So it's 9 a.m. and our time is 4, so we need to come back at 3:30. I'm number 437. We came to print some more photos at Boots to have extras. Exciting! Adri.
Whoa!
Wow! Okay,
And
we're going back home.
We're off to go.
We're lacking sleep. Oh my god, we
We didn't sleep until like
2:30 because we got in at like 1:30, right?
Oh yeah, 2:33. I'm 100%. So guys, this is round 2 trying to get into the audition.
We're finally back at the Airbnb. It was just funk, which I was very happy about because, as you guys know or not, it's more me, like it's my style. And it had dynamics and some technique in it as well. They taught it to us really quickly, like we were in and out in half an hour. It was with trainers. I felt really good about it. When we did it in smaller groups, actually me and Lydia were put in the same group of 3. You had to do like the main part of the routine, then do like a little bit of freestyle and change lines and do the same routine again and finish it off with something like a couple different moves at the end. I did my best at the technique part. When we did it in front of the video, we only had once, and I missed half a move at some point, but I feel like I covered that. And then we had a ponche at the end, which I fell out of a little bit, but I finished strong in my position. And in general, I tried to put textures in and make it interesting, you know, and use my face and stuff. And thankfully I passed through to the next round. So the callback is going to be in 2 days, and I'm gonna go and see what happens. They told us to bring heels, tap shoes, and trainers. So I'm guessing we're gonna do a few different styles then. Also today I got a recall for Frankie Goes to Bollywood, which I did a few days ago, and that's on the 22nd. So thankfully is while I'm here, and I can do that as well. So I'm gonna keep you updated as we go, and I hope this is helpful and encouraging to you guys who want to go out and do auditions, or if you are currently in the process of doing auditions, or if you don't exactly know how the auditions process goes. I'm giving like as much info obviously as I can on like the process and my thoughts on it, you know, just to have an idea of what to expect.
Canvis maig din cortina. Good morning.
So we came to Disneyland audition today. We literally decided it last night because since we're here, why not? And we're queuing again to go in.
Another open call. We're very proud of us. Get it. We're winning just because we showed up.
Okay, we're done. We did some character work and it was fun. It wasn't dancing, it was acting basically. So yeah,
We're gonna get a cookie now.
we got cut, but you know, acting is not really my thing. So I'm just glad I went and did it. Yeah,
Go get your
both of
auditions in
us.
Disney. They'll put you out of your comfort zone. That's all I'm gonna say.
And keep the magic alive.
Yes.
Everyone like you.
Get it. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, done for the day. I'm very proud of myself for getting up and going to class because Claudimar's training is... I really needed to shower before I kept going. But basically, as I was saying, I took Claudimar's class and he provides such a good training. His choreographies are always full out. Today, as well as last time, he gave me a personal correction in the class, and then the next time I did it, I applied it. And so then he was like, yeah, that's what I was talking about. So yeah, I feel seen in his class. Good morning. I'm walking towards the bus. I'm gonna go to the piano recall. Okay, I'm done. So the first choreo was like a Latin commercial kind of vibe, and I really enjoyed it. I felt like it was very much my kind of style. I went through that round and then it was tap, and they showed us the choreo in like 3 minutes. And so I could do all the steps, but because I wasn't sure about a couple of the details, I like messed up a little bit when we did it with the music. And then they asked us to show any tricks that we can do, and I can't, so obviously I didn't do anything. And then those who they selected may get an offer from them. Fortunately, I wasn't selected. They said the names pretty quickly, so I was like, that's as far as we went with piano. I felt like both the choreos that we did, like both on the first day and today, were more my style than any other cruise ship audition that I've done. So I'm definitely gonna try again when they have another audition. Still a successful day because I went through to the final round, and that's where I got cut. Now I'm eating lunch and I'm gonna hop on a call in a little bit, and then I'm gonna go and take class. Tourists! Pundon. Jeg finner det galt.
Hello.
It's the next day. We have slick buns today. And it's more of a leotard kind of day today.
Yes.
Yeah, and we're heading to our audition. This one is for RWS.
Oh yeah.
They have a lot of different
Cruise lines.
that they work with, and we managed to book a slot, even though when they first released the slots, they went pretty quick, and that's what I was beating myself up for. Jamais. Because the same happened to me last year, and I didn't manage to book a spot, and so this year then when a few more were released, I was like on it, checking the link all the time, and messaged Lydia as well, and we booked it. So
Right away, baby.
we're going. Stretching in the underground because we won't have enough time there.
We're excited.
Let's go. I want the blue one. So just to clarify what I meant before with the time slots, the RWS audition was neither an open call where you just turn up on the day, nor an invitation only audition where you need to send in your stuff before, and only if they invite you, you go. It's something in between. Basically, they just released some time slots, and whoever managed to book their spot in those time slots was able to go to the audition today. So the first round was full-on ballet technique, which is not really my thing, but I am trained in ballet, so I did my best. But to be honest, before the audition, I wasn't feeling it as much today, maybe because I knew it was gonna be full-on technique. You know, word of mouth, we found out a little bit about it before. So yeah, I got cut. Basically, I didn't pass through to the next round. I was hoping Lydia would, because she's more of a ballet girly, but she didn't, unfortunately. But with cruise ship, maybe one time it's a no, and then the next time it's a yes. Maybe 3 times it's a no, and the 4th time is a yes. So yeah, you never know. Depends on what they're looking for. The second round, they told us that it was going to be in heels, so I'm guessing it was more either jazz or like commercial showgirl kind of vibe. But I don't know, I'm just guessing, because obviously I didn't do it. And I just realized that I haven't been showing you guys my audition outfits. It's just when you go in, you need to get in the zone and like mentally prepare. And so I'm not thinking about filming, or, you know, I'm just getting myself ready. But basically today I was wearing a leotard and some fishnet tights. And then I put this black top. It basically always needs to be form-fitting attire because they want to see your body. We're here on a budget, so we're trying to make most of our food at the house that we're staying in. I am just gonna rest today and catch up on some work on my laptop. Today is basically the only day that I don't have an audition, which is pretty good because whenever I come to London, I want to have like many auditions lined up, and this is the first time it worked out for me. By the way, last night there were 3 foxes outside in the park. We have a park right in front of the house that we are in. Fighting. When they stopped after a while, I saw one of them like not being able to step on its front leg. I was so sad. I want a pet fox. Okay, today I've got the RJP Entertainment Edition. This is obviously an entertainment company, and they're casting for positions for this summer season. This is basically an open call, but I had to email them with my material, and they gave me time, location, all the information about the audition. Okay, this one was a bit of a weird one, or should I say different one. It's very windy now, I need to go to class, so I'll tell you guys all about it afterwards. Hi, this is Future Nefelli. I'm gonna fill you in for the audition. So basically it was at this theater place. We basically went in a room, learned the choreography. It was jazz technique and commercial. There were so many of us, and so we were pretty much squeezed in. And then we went into the theater and performed in smaller groups. There was 6 of us in each group, which I think it was a lot. I think it had to be 4, max 5, because the stage was small and like the choreo was moving and there were kicks and turns. So, but of course I performed, went full out, I enjoyed it. We were sitting in the audience chairs, by the way. And in the order that we went up, I was in the middle, which is good. We did the choreo twice, obviously changing lines, and they filmed us. Then they talked to us about the company, the conditions of this job. Then we had to stand in a queue to do one-on-one interviews, which took long. And then they asked me to come back for a recall, so I grabbed some lunch really quickly and then came back. The recall wasn't like an actual recall. It was basically just like, I don't know, some bonding or some fun exercises. So that's what I meant in the previous clip, that it was a bit weird because it wasn't like the regular recall audition experience. It wasn't like I was tested on anything else, you know? Yeah, and they will reply to all of us, either it's a yes or a no. Afterwards, I had a 2-hour class booked already from a few days before, thankfully. Gil taught us the original choreography to Janet Jackson's All Night, and it was so good. I was destroyed afterwards because it was also a long choreo and it was full out, but so worth it. Here again, I think this is the most often I came to a studio for an audition. Again, Future and Feli coming in. So I had a recall for Frankie Goes to Bollywood. We basically did the same song as the first time, but a different choreo. There were a few moves that were the same, but in different places in the song. It was very like energetic, so fun. We did it in small groups, and then we all went outside the room and we went back in one by one to read a little script, acting. But it was honestly fine. I felt like I did pretty well. So I'm just waiting to hear back from them.
I did not end up booking this job, but a few months later I got an availability check email because they needed more cast members. Unfortunately, I was on another contract by then, but I would have been directly booked because I attended this audition.
My body is destroyed. I've changed and I'm gonna head to a Dancers Network meetup actually, which is the non-profit dance organization that I'm working at as a social media manager. So I'm very excited to see them in person. The DNT! Hello. Okay, so today is our last day here. We tried to crush the celebrity audition because we weren't invited in the end because it was full, but we both did it like last year, so we tried. And at first they gave us a form and they told us that if they like had any spots throughout the day they would see us, and then the casting director came outside, like very nicely spoke to us about the situation and that they're already overbooked, and of course we were very respectful to the whole thing. He told us that they won't be able to see us today, but the next casting that we apply for, he will have us in mind to like definitely give us a spot, which is very good. And yeah, I'm just gonna come to the next one, hopefully. I got myself a present for these 9 days of auditions. These earmuffs, because I've been wanting to get some for a while, and these are brown, so they go with my hair, with my skin, they go with everything, so we got them. I need to catch up with some DN work for social media and pack.
Last night, I don't wanna be without you.
Separation anxiety. Thank you for coming with me to auditions. It was the first time, as I said at the beginning of the vlog, that I was auditioning with someone else.
I'm very happy I'm here. I loved our extra 9 nights together.
After 5 months. That wasn't enough.
We really needed this reunion for our relationship. Long distance is very difficult.